Can be one together.
Hello, welcome to Toffee TV. We are live on Patreon. Hello to all our new patrons. Hello. We do this every day, except Fridays because we have that off.
Do nothing. Editing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you say we're having it off. I mean, this Friday I just had so much work to do. So much work. Starting with a certain interview, which I hope you've all watched. I'm obviously talking about
I've watched
Paul
it.
Bracewell.
Paul Bracewell, classic.
I mean,
And Kevin Richardson's still got to come on.
Only
Yeah.
4 minutes. Oh, the internet is not being our friend today. I just think you should turn your laptop off because every time you put your laptop on, this goes off.
Okay.
I don't. You
Okay.
need your laptop.
Okay. Look. Ask, and it's done.
See. Okay. The internet
It's
is
literally
being,
got nothing to do with my laptop.
The internet is being an absolute tool. What is going on? What the hell is going on with the internet in here today?
I don't know. Do we keep dropping in and out?
Everybody get off the Wi-Fi, unless you're me.
I'm not on the Wi-Fi.
Okay,
I use
I'm
my
just
own
saying.
data because
I'm just saying.
the internet in here is rubbish.
I don't know why. It just chose today of all day. The day we're trying to, when you're trying to put an impression on people that you actually can run a good ship.
Well, we do. So
I know.
I'll highlight it. Yeah, it was good. I think the interview was very good. Very good indeed.
Yeah.
We've had a very positive response to it. And it's good. It's all good.
Sorry, I'm just completely distracted.
You are totally
No, I know,
distracted.
because there's no point making good shows if people can't watch good shows.
Well, it's been on green for the last couple of minutes.
Okay, let's just crack on with it. So yeah, get your questions in. This is the first time you've watched us, I'm sure you'll have watched us live on YouTube. If you haven't watched us before on Patreon, then just send us some messages and we'll have a chat about whatever. What have you been? Mark has done his questionnaire, hasn't he? So we'll do that in a minute.
We'll do in a minute when it decides to come through.
Yeah,
because it hasn't come through anywhere at the moment.
I did send you it.
Yeah.
So
sent it by pigeon.
Kane started the show in such a happy way. He said, Anthony Taylor, the ref on Saturday, F off, he said.
Well, I don't know why anyone's even bothered. It's not like you're going to say a referee and we're all going to go, yes,
this is what
a
annoys
ref.
me. Again, this is what annoys me about the VAR, is that if you haven't got a ref who's done you over on the pitch, you're getting someone who's done you over in VAR. So it's pathetic, absolutely pathetic. They're going to run out of refs. That, I know you're saying that they're all dicks anyway, but...
Well, they are.
Gary Ward says, howdy. Wave and Siren. Purdy Blue says, hi fellas, good to be back. Fed says, excited for this, lads. Is right, Feds.
Feds, yes. It's right, Feds.
I just love a bit of Feds' dog. It's amazing. His dog's amazing.
There you go.
Margaret says, hi guys, thank you for great videos this week. That's all that's all our aim is in life. Purpose.
No, just not all in life, but the purpose of this.
No, I take it more serious, obviously. We've done a couple of good vids today, actually, as well, which will be going, both of them be out next 24 hours. Stephen Kelly says, all right, lads.
Hello, Steve.
Hope you, he didn't say it like that.
Oh, okay.
Hope you had a good weekend. Great content last week. Much appreciated. If we win at the weekend, it sets us up for a big month ahead. I actually fancy us in the tougher games. Would have loved to have seen Dunk given a go as assistant manager.
Done the Tuesday topic, I think, was about that very subject, Steve. So
we have
check that out tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, all I'd say, Steve, is just on that is has your attitude, or not attitude, has your opinion of whether Duncan could do a job higher up the pecking order changed since watching the interview?
Some people may have, some people won't. That's what the Tuesday topic is all about tomorrow. Russell Smith says, even the lads can't listen live again. Sorry. How many extra patrons has this week brought to you? And then like a money bag thing. I was like, listen, it's about the love. We just want the love. I mean, love costs. But, to get, it doesn't matter. As long as people are on board now, and hopefully they stay on board. And that's up to us to keep people on board by putting out good videos and good interviews and things like that, then that's good. We want it to go up and up and up and up, so that we can. We've invested today. 2 cams set up for the shows. Billy hard at work. I mean, the smile on his face now.
Yes.
He's like, finally got a proper job. Not none of this normal nonsense.
Say a proper job. That's why we need it to go up, so that Billy can get some monetary value from it. But yeah, it's great. We love we love it. We love getting better and better. We strive to get better and better. And that's what it's about.
Yeah. We can pay for some internet, maybe.
Yeah, internet is a joke.
What's going on today? Look, it's not working at the moment. I'm sorry. It's not working. Yeah, it's going to be. Oh, I apologise if you just had the spinning wheel. Why does it do this? It annoys me so much. It can be perfectly fine and it just chooses to just... Listen, I'm sure it's the same everywhere. Everyone has bad days with the internet. Problem is, if we have a bad day, it means that we can't do shows properly, which is really, really, really annoying. Richard Parr says, can hear, see you loud and clear, lads. I'm sure you could. I'm not sure if you still can. He also says, cracking interview with Big Dunk. Only wish you'd mentioned strangling Stefan Freud. Isn't it weird? I didn't even think about him. I didn't even mention him, or that never even cut across my mind.
No. But listen, we're just giving him... It was one of those interviews where you start talking and there's a lot to say. Yeah. And he's so enthusiastic with his answers that you're racing through things and you're getting animated because he's getting animated, and it is what it is with it, isn't it? There's loads we could have asked him. And
we don't do notes, by the way.
No.
We had a couple of bullet points that we wanted to make sure we spoke to him about, but we don't do scripts or we just start, and whatever happens. That's just the way we do things, because I just think it's better. It's more organic. We try and hit certain things when we're talking about certain things, but so that we just don't make sure we don't forget them. But we so we try, and also I know it sounds stupid, but you want to make sure that someone's comfortable to them and what they're talking about, and then let them, like he might have come onto that. And that's, again, it's another thing I always think we try and do when we interview someone, is like set them up for stuff and see if they go into that thing. Because we're not here to grill them, are we? We're here to have a chat with them and try and get as much out of them as possible. You start talking about things that maybe they don't want to talk about. I know, listen, we're not talking like a Prince of England here, where you have to try and kill them on it. We're talking about someone that we want to have a really good chat with. And that's what you want to do, isn't it? Make them comfortable.
I think he did enjoy it.
Yeah, he
enjoyed it. He stayed for 3.5 hours. It was brilliant. And I think he will have gone away thinking, well, he did. He said, I really enjoyed it, lads, and I'll be back. So that's all you can do.
The Terminator?
He was like the Terminator. I need your boots and your motorcycle. No, and he was comfortable enough. Made him a cup of tea. He had a Jag Mars bar, and he was very comfortable with it. So that's all we aim to do, is that get a good. And I think if you do it like that, you'd enjoy it. They enjoy it, and then the viewer hopefully enjoys it. Listen, I don't really watch back our interviews you said before on another thing, but I've watched it again because listening to him, because he's. A lot of stuff come out. He said it a few times. I've not told anyone this or things like that. And people only tell you those things when they're comfortable with you. Otherwise, it's one line answers, and that's the way it is.
I mean, all I would say about him, if the man takes things seriously and he goes to gym, because he grabbed hold of me. Jesus Christ, his arms.
I told you I flicked him on, like, as he come in, on the stomach, and it was like hitting a brick wall. Thought I need to go home and do 1,000 sit-ups.
His arms. He had hold of me like that. I was like, oh my
he's a
God.
Big lad, isn't he?
Oh, strong man. That just shows you, what is he, 47?
My age, isn't he? 47, yeah.
So that means he's 48 next month?
He's 48 next month, yeah. In great nick. Great nick. But no, it was good, and I'm glad the feedback we've had from it has been incredible, and we've had, also, we know that the chairman's watched it and things like that and enjoyed it.
Bill has watched it.
Bill's watched it and enjoyed it, passed it on to Farhad Moshiri, and hopefully he'll enjoy it. So it's all good, and we'll see who else we've got coming up for you.
James says, brilliant interview with Dunk, lads, thank you. What did you make of the comments about how much the Allardyce era hurt him Personally, I think our anger should have been directed to Walsh and Koeman for that absolute shambles of a season. Do you really expect Allardyce to play beautiful, attractive football? He's a limited manager who's done exactly what he always done. We shouldn't have been surprised if we hadn't forgotten to sign an actual centre forward in the summer. We'd have never needed him in the first place.
Agreed.
I think that the thing about the Allardyce stuff is, and I think he says it himself, doesn't he? He's like, you might want to cut this out. We didn't, because we didn't think it needed to be cut out. He was just being strong. I think, especially with the fans, I think there's too many people at the club that, and we've had this before, we had this last year when we did like the videos about the atmosphere at the ground. There's not enough people at the club who will actually just grab hold of a situation and go, you know what, this needs to be dealt with. There's far too much like I say, he says, you know, oh, the fans. It's someone at a time needs to go, like, listen, this is the way it's going to get done. And that's what Duncan was saying. He's like, you know, get behind the team. And that's it. Did we all agree with what Allardyce did at times? No. Were we all happy? No. Did we all voice it? Yeah. But it's like, but Allardyce, what I would say is, and I always say about Allardyce, he did the job he was asked to do. But he didn't always help himself either. Like when we walked off the pitch at Burnley, and he was like gesturing towards our fans and laughing. That stuff just will never go down well with Everton fans. So, yeah.
I suppose he must have been frustrated though, Allardyce, because he come in, he wanted this job, he thought he was going to get a chance to be here for a few years, the biggest job he'd ever had, he said that. And he was winning football matches for us, and we'd lose the couple of games and stuff. So I suppose if you're walking off a pitch and you've won games and the club's safe, which we were, and the fans are booing you and giving you the finger, sometimes you probably would react. Maybe.
Do you actually remember any games where he got booed that we'd won? Genuinely, I can't. Off the top of my head, I'm not saying it didn't. I just can't think of any. But
but I think he was well aware of how people thought about him.
Yeah, I don't know if he meant like after actually games. I think he probably just meant we were winning games and we were still he felt like we were getting booed. So
well, people weren't happy, were they?
No.
And that's the big thing. And he found it difficult because he's a fan, and he's a fan, but he's a first team coach, and he wanted the fans to be happy we were winning football games.
It's also
and that's what's difficult.
It's perception as well, isn't it? If you know behind the scenes everything. Everyone's working to get things done. Then you don't always get the perception. You only see what happens on a Saturday.
So I didn't like Allardyce as our manager, but what I would say is he done his job. He come in. Listen, Neville Southall said last week, and he's right, he probably should have worded it as, not I'm saving you from relegation, I'm going to try and get you in Europe. And he got us to 8, he got us to within 5 points of Burnley, but going into the last couple of games, there was nothing in it, was there? You know, I think there was something like 5 points, and we drew with Southampton, and we lost at West Ham the last couple of games, and that stopped us getting into Europe. But he could have said, I'm going to try and get you in Europe. Everyone would have looked at it differently, but because it was them, they were in trouble, he were going down, and we weren't. People were angry with that.
I think, well, that was it, wasn't it? That was the perception was, at the end of like January, if we kicked on and said, yeah, we're safe now, and he'd like, it's like the Arsenal game, isn't it? He basically set us up to just whatever, take the game. But so why didn't he say, well, you know what, let's throw some of the squad players in then, let's throw a Vlasic in, and he never, and that's where I think again people got upset with him. But you know, that's Duncan's entitled to think that, and I thought it was a really good point. Paddy Blue says, y'all never disappoint. I really appreciate the content and the love of Everton. I like the use of y'all in that.
I did.
Fed says, echo what everyone else is saying about the Duncan interview. Top bit of work, lads. Did Everton have to give him permission, or is it the start of slowly but surely getting news in the door and giving the fans what we want from inside the club? Are they finally listening, or did he probably get a bollocking when he got back to Finch Farm? Does Duncan Ferguson need permission to speak to people? No, he does not. Do players? Yes, of course they do. Because obviously they're a lot more scrutinised than coaches are. We run it past the club because we don't want to upset anybody. We don't want to we have the best intentions for Duncan as well. We don't want him to get into trouble for something he said. So, and everyone thought it was great. Couple of minor little things.
We run it past the club after he'd done it.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't run it past before.
He wanted to do it, which is the great thing.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do it with us, so that's a great thing for us as a
He
channel.
came to us.
Yeah.
He came to us.
That's a massive thing.
Yeah.
And we loved having him. And like Ped said, we run it past the club once it was done, let them have a look at it. They were more than happy with it, loved it, in fact. And to answer your first bit of your question, yeah, they are finally look as though they want to get on board. I think they see our numbers, I think they see the growth, and I think they see the value, which is the most important bit out of it all. The value is there, that they can't do what we do. No matter what they do, no matter who they get, they can't do what we do because they are they're a football club, so they'll always have a line to follow, a path to follow. But what they can do is do more with us so that we tick both. We can't do some of the stuff they do, can we? We can't, it's the way it is. So there's a nice crossover that we can both do, and I think we're getting to the point now where they're realising the value and they want to work with us a little bit more on certain things. And long may that continue. And if we can produce what we produced last week, and it's lovely that people are going, brilliant, lads, best you've ever done, really enjoyed it, blah, blah, blah. But it was only so good because Duncan was brilliant. We just helped it along, that's all, but he's the man. But I think the club have seen it, the chairman's seen it, they're all happy with it. And that can only do the channel the world of good. And it's with your support, and I can't stress that enough. Yeah. Your support helps us to get where we are and where we want to go. And that's why you're on this with us.
We wouldn't be able to sit in here and just be like, well, Duncan's turning up at X time and wherever he goes, if we had to like go to work. Couldn't do that, could we? I mean, that just couldn't happen.
This is for us, this is amazing. It's been 7 years in the making, nearly 8 actually. 8 next year, in a few weeks. So that was when we started.
Yeah, I mean,
January 2012.
Nearly 10 years.
Yeah, you've been doing
nearly 10 years.
I had the website 10 years ago.
For me, just to
to do this,
trailblaze. But you know,
but us together has been 8, and this will be 6 next May. Although we didn't start till later that year properly, and it's hard graft, but it's amazing.
And you think we'd have internet by now?
The likes of you think the internet would be better than a mouse, a hamster. But listen, like I say, because of you and because of the growth and because more and more people are jumping on board, it enables us to do more and more stuff.
It's not like we did the video, and we came in here at 2:30 on Thursday, and he left after 6 o'clock. And then it's like, you've got to get all that done to a good standard as well, get it out. Sound's got to be good. Cameras have got to...
We done the live and everything after it.
We did the live afterwards, yeah. We didn't just go home, we did the live, didn't we? Straight afterwards, people were watching. We said why we were late. It's got to be edited right, it's got to look right. You're going to get one chance at these things. You've got to do like multiple edits so that you can, so like you don't... You got to do an edit and then pass that by the club and then make sure it was okay, and then do another edit to add the other camera. Otherwise, you've just wasted a load of time. All these things take time, and then you've got to present it to people and then say, what do you think of this? And people will go, it's good, but it sounds... I mean, I've already seen someone that's only just one person go, oh, what's the point in having a guest if you're going to talk all over them? It's like, that didn't happen, mate. That didn't happen at all. We had conversations like we always do with people. But things take time, and if you haven't got the time to do it...
My opinion with some of his comments with Everton. But to be honest, Kane, is that I don't know. We don't know, do we? Because we've never in the room with him. So for all we know, everything he's saying is gospel, but I don't know. It smacks a little bit to me of trying to make himself look better than what he actually was. I think he's a very good chief scout, and I think if he'd have come as a chief scout and stayed a chief scout, I think he'd have done much better. A director of football, it wasn't for him, quite clearly. Yeah, I think you're right.
We've done a video about this as well, so we don't want to ruin too much. But I think what we've come to we've come to the, Davy Klassen's done an interview as well on the Athletic. Both are from the Athletic. The Athletic, give it a go. Say we sent you. I think what it points to is that there was a summer of utter chaos, utter chaos, and we don't know who was running the ship or what. So the internet sort of sorted itself out now. So yeah, it just looked like it was utter chaos. So was it all his fault? Maybe not, but did he play his part? Of course, because he was the director of football, and if he was in charge, he would have been in charge, but he wasn't. So let's have a look. There's loads on YouTube as well. Barry Stevens says, many thanks for the excellent content over the last week, guys. Kev Rob 9 says, yes, some great interviews this week, gents. Steve Hardy says, hi lads, loving the yellow Hafnia top in the background. Signed by Trevor Stephen, because it's got a number 7 on the back. Paul Livesey says, just watched the Dunk interview today. Absolutely boss, lads. LA Walkway says, lads, what a week for you guys. Thanks, James. Steve Hardy says, it's been a great week. Howard's Way movie. No Everton defeat. All your wonderful content. Found out my daughter is having a baby girl, so will soon be a granddad at the age of 48. Good work.
Congratulations, Steve.
And we've had a comment from Tony Miguel. The man with the 2 first names. International.
What's he said? Good old so.
He said, hi. I can't believe we sung that in sync.
Perfect.
He says, hi, your interviews and questions are great. I'm tired of mainstream interviews who always try show how smart they are or embarrass the interviewee. It's about good content. Well, to be fair, if anything, Duncan embarrassed us, didn't he? With his knowledge of the derbies. I mean, I was just following your lead.
I was just remembering off the top of my head. I mean, he actually played in them. He should know.
I mean, you're right, but...
I mean, I'm very rarely wrong with recollection stuff. I am.
I mean, just clip that. I know you said it. I'm very rarely wrong.
I am, because to be fair, I have got a very good memory with Everton games, but he did. He had us there. He had us there, definitely. The Gary Speed derby, wasn't it? The header off the free kick. It was played on a Wednesday night. We were getting beat 1-0. And
which?
In one of those, after we beat them 2-1 a year later, was the one which had the raise, was a Gary Speed one. Got whipped in, I think, by Hinchcliffe.
I thought it was the one
when... he flicked it on Speed, and James done that mad thing.
I thought the one he was talking about was the 1-1 where he scored, and Madar missed.
I'm saying for those 3 derbies that he was involved in, he didn't lose, did he? That's what he was saying. He never lost an Anfield derby. When we got beat 3-2, it was the year after, wasn't it?
Because the core was playing, and that should have been the indicator to both of us.
Forgot, All right. I
know, it's both of us, I know.
And Jeffers scored. He never played the front with Jeffers, did he, in that first period?
Steve Grattan says, you two are really true blues. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Steve Kelly says, what do you lads make of the story about having to wait in line? Do you think the club, since Mashiri's come, have looked after players who were coming to the end, i.e. Osman, Hibbert, or is it just modern football? I think we've seen
Hibbert and Osman.
Weren't looked after, were they? And Pienaar. They had nothing on the final day. They had nothing, and then they found out in that summer when Koeman came in. And I said at the time, I thought it was a disgrace. 3 players, Hibbert and Osman, whole career at Everton. Pienaar, 2 spells at Everton, and yet there was no fanfare for them. Tim Howard had a good sign off. We know that. Cahill had already gone, but he got to come back in the last game of the season when Moyes was leaving. But those 3 players, especially Osman and Hibbert, I thought that was disgusting the way we treated them. And I know there's a level of professionalism, but look what happened last season with Jagielka, the fact that we brought him on against Burnley.
Yeah, but
I know it wasn't done and dusted, but it was almost like, the Duncan situation.
It was to a certain extent, but he could have ended up staying still at that moment.
But that would have been. It
wouldn't have really mattered
for him. That's a fit and send off because he got to play in the final game and
we won and he got clapped.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he got clapped the other week when he come on. We were getting beat, so there you go.
Keith Melbourne says, hi lads, thank you for the great interviews this week. I've been like a pig in stuff watching them.
Excellent.
Gary Cottrell says, hello lads, what are your thoughts on the Moyes Keane rubbish? Another young talent being attacked because he hasn't already scored his 37 goals this season. Absolutely right, mate. I think this is I think the problem with this is we do rely, we do the same with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We're putting far too much higher burden on two young lads when the burden should really be on Tosin. Really, shouldn't it? Tosin's our senior striker. And we actually, as fans, demand less of Tosin than we do of those two young lads. Mm-hmm. Certainly Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been thrust forward, and maybe a little bit on himself because he took the number 9 chair, but a number chair these days shouldn't really matter. We expect certain levels. He took that on board and fair play, and he's one of our top strikers, top goal scorer, second top goal scorer, whatever it is, with Charlton. But nothing's expected of Tosin, is he? And he's a 28-year-old Turkish captain of his country, going to play in the Euros, and we expect nothing of him, and yet we expect it off Dom and people.
Because people don't see him as a first choice striker now. That's why Tosin. They don't.
No, I know.
We don't, do we? We look and go. No. It's Dom, Keane, Richarlison, and then Tosin. You know what I mean? When really, you're right. The senior one of the three should be Tosin. Will get us the goals. And the other two are learning the game.
And that's to me where Everton should have already have gone out and bought a senior striker who can take that on his shoulders. Who can. For me, that's where I thought when Martinez bought Etu, I thought that was shrewd, that. Because I thought, for me personally, that's where you go, well, here's a lad fella you can bring in the team, play in Europe, knows just the ins and outs. Lukaku can learn off him, which he did. Mm-hmm. And that to me was shrewd, although...
Then he played him left wing.
But he had played left wing under...
Not when he was 35.
No, but he played... I know what you're saying. So, I thought that was shrewd. It just didn't end the way it should have ended, really. He should have played for the whole season. But...
Well, he come out himself and said he didn't want to leave, didn't he? He said he wanted to play, and Martinez just marginalised him.
I think that's what Everton need to do. They need a senior centre-forward that other players can look up to. And I don't think Cenk Tosun's that player. And also that player can take the burden of the fans' expectation as well then. Moise Keane himself, the whole thing is mad. The club, he turned up late a couple of times. The club left him out, but also said, it's just a thing, he's a kid. His dad then comes out, which was, his dad left him when he was 4. So, and he said himself, didn't he? He said, you left us, don't be saying that. And I reported this on the News Daily on Friday, and I said that in the News Daily. I said, his dad left. We have no idea what that relationship is like, if there is any relationship. So take it with a pinch of salt. And I just think that, I've said this a few times, the problem is, because he's a 19-year-old lad who's played for Italy, and he's not playing for Everton after playing for Juventus, people will not give him a chance to settle down. They expect him to play.
Got to be scoring, got to be playing.
Otherwise, the easy option is move back to Italy. Now, he could move back to Italy and go to Roma or Sampdoria or Milan, and he mightn't be playing, but no one would say anything. They'd just go, oh, he's in that. What this lad's got to be very careful of is falling into that thing where you end up going, well, I'm not happy here, so I'll move on. Well, I'm not happy here, so I'll move on.
Delafeu.
And that's what he's got to be careful of. He's got to be, instead of just saying, what,
he hasn't said. His post the other day was basically like, I'm going to work hard, and out of these moments will drive me forward. He's not ready.
No.
That's if anyone, we have said this last week, we have a little WhatsApp group, and Steve Leary won't mind me saying, is like off and banging on about him playing, but I was saying to Steve last week, can you put your hand on your heart and honestly tell me that you've seen enough of him to deserve to start for Everton, what he's done. Now, I rate him. I think he can be a great player. I've seen little bursts of him at times where you think he's got something, but he's not done enough to warrant starting for us at the moment. And that might be because he hasn't played at the right midfield makeup who can get him through with a Wobie behind him. But at the minute, it's all about earning your place. We're not playing great football as a team. So it's about earning your place, and he's got to work hard in training. And you know what? When he does and he gets the level, the manager will play him because the manager will want him to play.
But the problem is listen, I remember the beginning of the season, I was doing the starting 11s when you were away, and I wasn't putting in the team. And loads of people were giving me grief about it. Why aren't you putting him in your team? And I was like, because he's not ready. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has played, whether you like him or not, like 3 seasons in the Premier League. And whether you think
Counts for something.
when you think he's good enough and he's big and he's strong and he understands the game in this country, Moise Keane comes in and he's got to learn the game. You learn the game in training and coming on and getting, you know, it's like it's learning your trade, isn't it? All over again.
Anthony Gordon's another one I've seen. In fact, you even said it at the weekend, get him in. But I think you were tongue in cheek. But some people do. Get him in the team and you're like, he's a kid. He's got to be integrated. Okay.
Billy, you're not uploading, are you there? No. Good.
He's integrating into the team because he's training with them every day and all that. Now, the next step for Anthony Gordon is staying in a matchday squad and then getting off the bench with 5th. Now, ideally, we're playing Norwich at the weekend with an open team. In an ideal world for Evertonians, won't be for Norwich fans, for Evertonians, we'd be 3-0 up with 15 minutes left and Gordon would be on the bench and we'd bring him on for his debut in that environment where we're winning, the crowd are happy and he can get on the ball and see what it's like to make your Premier League debut and, you know, go up, test yourself against some players and then the manager then puts him back into training and he builds on it from there. It'd be lovely if he come on and Lookman, although that'd probably be the worst thing he could do because then expectation
goes. But you want Moise Keane to come on and score,
you do. So, you know, that's where we're at with these lads. They're only young, but particularly for Moise Keane, he's a young lad coming to a different country, coming from, okay, he's played in a very tactical league in Italy, but he's also played in a 2.
But he's also played for a very good team.
Yeah.
Where chances are aplenty and there's no pressure. Because, well, there is pressure, but when he come on, there probably wasn't any pressure. When he comes to a club that struggled to make chances, clear-cut chances, and there's a lot on his shoulders, and there's a lot expected of him, and it's not just going to happen straight away. No. And that's going to take time.
And a goal will make a huge difference.
What I don't understand is this idea of that because he hasn't scored yet, then he's completely written off. And it's like, he's a young lad.
Some people do. It's the same people who, if he scored 2 games, 3 games on the run, he'd be the next saviour. So you've got to let them just settle in. It's difficult because we want to finish that. We want Lukaku, don't we? We want a lad we can put through the middle and he'll score goals and we can rely on him, which we could with Ron most weeks, couldn't we? If we created, we knew he'd get opportunities and score goals.
Joe Mack says, Cahill next, lads. Never know. You never know. You never know who's going to turn up at our door. Richie Rowland says, hi guys, I'm going to watch the Dunk interview later tonight. Looking forward to it.
Enjoy it, mate.
He said on your website issue, I'm multitasking, watching the live at 5 and looking at the source code of your website. And I can see some of the CS files you're linking to it are giving 404 not found errors. I'll compile the list and message you on Patreon. Message in a bit.
Top man.
There you go.
Top man.
Lucas says, what do you guys make of Walsh's comments? Well, we've already mentioned that. Yeah. I basically he just watched one of our shows 2 years ago and all the players I wanted to sign he's basically brought up. Derek Hilton says, hi lads, good evening. Thank you so much for the interviews this week. Both the Nev and Duncan ones were first class. Duncan deserves a chance at boss just for his love and endless energy for the club. Don't you think?
Yes.
Oof.
I do.
Oof.
I do.
I'm just throwing an oof in there.
Okay.
Makes it dramatic. Thor says, thanks guys for the wonderful content. We can see how you guys grow in your work and how the side improving each day. I thought the interview with Ferguson was very revealing. It showed he was very humble and thoughtful individual with strong roots. I really think he would make an interesting manager with the right support and backing, of course.
Exactly what I said, Thor. Agreed, mate. Agreed.
Kane, why didn't we ever fit the right players around Lukaku? I think if we got the recruitment right years ago, we wouldn't be in the mess we are in today.
If we'd have had the money under Martinez, maybe.
Spent it all on him.
We did. If he would have stayed 1 more year, Kane, it would have been very interesting to see what Koeman did that summer. If Ron would have said, I'm staying for 12 more months, then I want out, and to see what players they fitted around him and seeing where Everton are, I think Koeman would have stayed, obviously, because we'd have won games with Ron. No problem.
The comments on Lukaku quite interesting from Walsall, weren't he? Saying he's a big baby.
Yeah, he's a big baby, yeah.
I don't think that's like...
Rom's attitude,
I think, yeah.
shite, let's be honest. Great finisher, but his attitude's crap.
Keith says, do you think Keane could become the new Lookman?
I hope not. I think he works harder than Lookman. I think he wants to improve more than Lookman. I think Lookman thinks he just expects everything on a plate for him. That's the image I get.
What I would say as well, though, players have got to settle as well into their environment. I don't think Lookman ever settled, which was a criticism of the club at the time, or a criticism maybe of him. He had his family with him when he first came, and then they all went back to London, I think. They've got to settle, so I think it's to do with the people Moise Keane's got around them as well. You know, has he got family with him? Who's he got with him? He's only a young lad coming into a new environment, whether that be, I don't know whether he's living in Manchester or what, but he's got to get the right people around him, and that helps you settle. Because otherwise, Lookman what happened to Lookman was he'd go to training, and I don't think he was the most open kid in the world. So mightn't be the most outgoing, quite quiet. And then he'd go back to this. I think he was living in the Titanic for a while, and then he'd just basically be in the Titanic playing on his PlayStation, and that's no life, is it?
Full Alex Hunter.
That's no life. That
no.
You've gotta build friendships. You know, look at like Tom Davis, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Mason Holgate. You know, they're thick as thieves. You know, they're mates. You can see that. You can see. You see. No, you're seeing it best with Lookman. Remember when the England under-20s won the World Cup, and all the Everton players were together, and Lookman was there, but all the lads were like, all the lads had been there, and then he was him, and he was at the side, and he was just like almost the body language. There was some gap between them, and you notice things like that. He's never part of the togetherness of it all.
No, you've got to want to be as well. You can't come in and go, I've been bought for 10 million, so therefore I'm going to play and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You've got to work for everything. And what really surprised me about Lookman was he was a late comer to football. He hadn't been in the system as a 7-year-old. So for me, he should have been fighting for everything, and he wasn't.
Steve Kelly says, to be fair to Steve Lowry, when he was saying about Keane, he'd had 27 JD and Coke.
To be fair, he had 27 bottles, it looked like. Bloody hell, he can put the ale away. He likes a little pilsner, baby, does Steve.
Brian Garside says, sorry, I'm late. I've just watched Howard's Way. What are your thoughts?
Did you like it, Bri? How good was my lad in it, by the way?
He can run, can't he?
He can run down the kid can run.
Barry Stevens, any news on the Arsenal get-together? No, to be honest.
No.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
Match days for us isn't...
No, I know, but that's what
I know, I don't know.
That's what
I don't know because we should have really asked.
But we sort of did ask.
And it not nothing from it.
We did ask about the possibility of putting on something, didn't we? And it was like, nah. Yeah. But it's difficult.
That's what I mean. There
wasn't, people will speak to his people, and
there wasn't loads of loads of appetite for it, shall we say, from the club. Oh, there wasn't from the thing, was it? But there wasn't. Yeah. Listen, Mark, the most interesting thing is Mark Zobel did a what's he saying here? Mark Zobel did a questionnaire on Patreon the other day about patrons. And he's compiled some of the answers and sent it to me, so we'll go through it now. Just some of the things.
Yeah. Time to do it now?
Yes. Okay. We're going to be live for half an hour, so yeah. So basically, his basic demographic, our youngest patron's 16.
Okay.
Our oldest is 74.
Who's that?
Don't know. I don't know.
I thought our oldest was 89.
Derek, leave him alone. Where the people currently live, 25% were Liverpool or the surrounding area. A lot of other people were either somewhere in the UK or in the USA. Oof. And there's other interesting locations with Australia, Germany, Canada, Spain, France, Sweden, Philippines, Japan, Gibraltar, Netherlands. And so Davy Klassen has got a thing. What do you do for a living was one of the questions, other than students and retired. And there was a lot of answers here as the favourites. And anaesthetic practitioner.
What the hell's an anaesthetic practitioner?
Practitioner, probably somebody gives you the anaesthetic. Swimming coach, software developer. If you're a software developer, tell me what's wrong with the
A lot
code
of
on
these
the
can
website.
come in handy because I can't swim.
Yeah, there you go. Work in a just old factory was one of them, fair enough. Railway signaller, taxi driver, software test consultant, military. There were over 80 unique answers. There you go.
I like that.
Everton related question. Have you ever been to an Everton match in person? 88% said yes. 12% said no, obviously the ones from abroad. 34% of the patrons who filled it in are season ticket holders. Dream Everton signing, Messi and Mbappe tied for first. No one else got more than 2 votes. Others were Kane, Lewandowski, Aguero, Aubameyang, Ibrahimovic. Was that you? Midfielders, De Bruyne, Decore, Idrissa Gueye, Tom Davis. What? Dream Everton signing can be retired or still alive, can be dead as well. Zlatan got the most.
That would be a dream.
Messi, R9. Ronaldo, Zidane, Henry, Maradona. Favourite team that isn't Everton? Okay. 10% said they didn't have any other favourite team. It's 90%.
Which is the right answer.
They did. MLS teams, Houston Dynamo, Atlanta United, DC United. Other English teams, Leeds, Forest, Preston, Fleetwood. Fleetwood?
What?
Ipswich City, Burnley, Swindon, Wrexham, Sheffield United, Tranmere. European teams, Barcelona, Dortmund, Bayern, Juve, Rangers, Celtic, Milan. And other, Palmeiras, Everton, Chile, Perth Glory, West Kirby, United Girls, under 8s. I'm quite sure they're the coach.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Be a coach or the dad, obviously. Favourite Everton kit, first place was the 84-85 Everton home kit,
Over there.
most definitely. Second one was the Goodison Park 125.
Oh, I've got that. I love it.
It was a good
I've got
kit.
that.
That was a good kit.
Won once against.
Drew 2-2 with Sevilla.
Correct.
Sevilla. Sandro
Correct
scored on it
answer.
after 15 seconds. And the penalty from Kevin Morales right at the end. Favourite player in the current Everton squad, Gomez and Mina. Got 8% of the votes each. Then come Richarlison. This is 5th going upwards. Then Bernard. Then Luca Dean. But people's favourite Everton player at the moment, Tom Davis, with 25% of the vote. Favourite Everton player of all time, Duncan Ferguson, Tim Cahill and Dixie Dean tied for first. Yeah. Others who got more than 1 vote, Kanchelskis, Ball, Southall, Lukaku, Davis, Young. Now for random questions. Favourite movie? Star Wars was people's favourite movie, followed by The Godfather. Other movies, including Howard's Way, got voted.
Okay.
Favourite TV show series you're currently watching? No clear winner, but ones like The Mandalorian, Jack Ryan,
Yes.
The Blacklist,
No.
Top Boy,
No.
Breaking Bad,
Yes.
Peaky Blinders,
Yes.
Toffee TV. Yes. There you go.
Finish
If you could be any character in a fictional world, who would you be? Where are we? Indiana Jones. It's various Star Wars characters. Batman, Iron Man, Scarlett O'Hara, John Wick, Stewie from The Family Guy.
Scarlett O'Hara.
And last but not least, that guy that every time he orders a pizza, a Fitbird delivers it. And one him off has a great light. Great life. What's that?
What are you watching?
I haven't seen that one. Baby, 66% of our audience believes in aliens.
Yes. That's the right answer.
Do you believe in ghosts or the paranormal? 42% say yes.
Good.
If you live anywhere, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Florida, clock first. Liverpool, clock second. Australia, clock third.
I wouldn't be Florida for me.
Okay.
Because it'll be
Just too off for you, that's why.
No, it'll be underwater soon.
Okay.
So
18, what is your biggest fear? Some of the obvious ones: spiders, snakes, failure, death, losing someone close to you. Some of the less obvious ones: Everton getting relegated, Everton going into administration, Boris winning and Trump being re-elected, watching the Ash play footy, Mark Hughes getting the Everton job, Liverpool winning the Premier League, Everton never winning a trophy again.
Some of these are going to definitely happen.
Being a passenger in a car.
Being a passenger in a car? Okay.
Favourite Toffee TV show? Ooh. I put every show, and I mean every show, on this, and there's a wide variety of sponsors. Of sponsors?
Sponsors? Where's the sponsors? Get the sponsors!
Re-sponsors, sorry. Damn. In 4th place, any other business? 11.2%. I can't believe this is higher. This isn't higher, said Mark. The Live of 5 was in 3rd. Toffee TV podcast in 2nd.
Ooh.
And the winner,
The pivot we
the
made.
winner was The Final Word.
Oh,
Other shows got votes.
I'm happy because I'm on all of them.
There you go. Road to Glory, Instant Match Reactions, Match Previews, Premier League Show, Tactics Show, Tuesday Topic, Footy Show, Vault, Everton News Daily. The only shows that didn't get a single vote, these are interesting. Starting 11.
Okay.
3 talking points, thanks. Player ratings, didn't get a single vote. That's yours. There you go. And the Sunday supplement didn't get a single vote.
Oh, Paul.
But listen, it is what it is. It's up to everyone. We give you a wide variety. The 3 talking points and the ratings are staying because they get loads of views on YouTube.
They're all staying.
So do you? Do one. YouTube likes it.
They're all staying.
Do you think you could be Ped and Baz at PES or FIFA? 47% think they could beat us. Yeah, whatever. 53% think no, we'd win.
Doesn't really matter.
I have no idea how you two won this poll. Mark says, I stopped watching Road to Glory because I can't watch the terrible football you play. Mark, get one of your mates and we'll do a live one and we will batter you by at least 5 goals. Terrible football.
You've never heard of entertainment
purposes. You haven't got... You know what you are, Mark? Sam Allardyce football you are. 21. The UK, if a Tuesday topic is sent in via video or not, 73% don't care. 27% think it's better.
Do you know what? That
if
means that 73% of you are lazy. You're lazy.
That's what it is.
What you're doing is you're going, well, I'm not sending it in, so therefore I'm all right with it not being sent in. That's lazy. That's your show. That's your Tuesday topic. You're making us do more hard work.
It's not about the hard work. It's just laziness on your behalf. So there you go. That was the results of the poll. That was big thanks to Mark for doing that. Obviously, more people next time will get involved, and then people will say how good we are at PES. So nice one.
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
I know, but I can say it will. Billy's already said we're the best PES players he's ever seen, and we'd be amazing.
Billy also said we're the best employees he's ever had in his life. So he's never had
a job.
He's never had. Oh. We'll put it this way: has he ever had a job?
Has he ever had a job?
Has he ever had a job?
I just want to know.
No. Let's not do that because then people will. You know. He's never had a job. He's met Tony Bellew, Duncan Ferguson.
Did he want to meet Tony Bellew?
He said to me, "Can we go and meet Tony?" Okay. He
did. Literally just asking.
And Flav.
I mean, Flav's the one for him. Flav's the obvious one.
My God, you've never seen a grown man so excited to meet another grown man.
Flav is...
I'm telling you.
Was the camera running when Dunk walked in last week?
Duncan's not a man. Duncan's not a man.
He's not.
Duncan's more than a man.
He's an idol.
He's more. It's like in Avengers when they find...
What about when
they find Thor and they go, no.
You're now are talking Swahili
to the
camera. I wouldn't have a clue.
To the camera. It's when in Avengers we go, no, you are a dude. This is a man. That's what they say. Like he's like, no, I'm a man. He's like, no, you're a dude. That's a man.
What was he like when he met Robbie?
Oh, well, he shared a taxi with Robbie, didn't he?
I know what I'm asking you.
I forced him into a taxi. Robbie was like, who's this? And I was like, you're getting a cab, yeah?
No, what I'm asking you, what was he like when he met Robbie?
He was all right.
Was Flav...
Flav was just like...
Was Flav next level?
Look at the smile on his face now. He's looking at him
going... I mean, literally.
Flav, he was like, it's Flav. He's like, it's Flav. He walked in and he went, it's Flav.
So, like, yeah, so Carragher and Neville were there, but he
Carragher and Neville were there and he was just like...
Flav. Fair play. Flair play.
Flair play.
He's a lovely lad, Flav. Nice lad.
He is.
He's a nice lad.
He is. But...
Were you more excited meeting Flav or me and Ped? Doesn't know what to say, look. He doesn't know what to say now. I put it right on his toes.
I think the difference is, though, we're men of the people. You know what I mean?
We're just in there.
We're like everyone else.
Flav just locks himself away.
If you see us, you can go and have a conversation. Flav has gone to Surrey. He's got out the way. He does everything by like video stuff.
No, we meet up with James now. Don't he's got a new show, hasn't he?
But James is, I mean, he's a little bit come see, come sad, isn't he?
James is skied up, isn't he?
He's not skied up. He's Premier League up.
Or Premier League, whatever it is. He's doing something.
Yeah,
he's doing something.
What else have we got on here? I'm sure we've got more here.
Billy's love of Flav.
Gary Ward says, I agree. Y'all have put some stellar content in the last week or so. That's exactly how he said it.
What did he really say?
Literally that.
You've put up some stellar content.
But once he said y'all, I can't not.
No, but that's fine. But I just wanted to know what he was saying because your drawl went to y'all.
That's what I was saying.
You went drawl.
Simon Rowell said, Evening, lads. Thanks for all the great content helping us get through another boring international break. Had a busy weekend and saved the best till last. We'll watch Duncan do after the show and look forward to my favourite all-time Everton player. He gets the club, gets the passion, and he gets the fans. And we need more like him at the club. Also, so chuffed you guys with how well it went. I hope it opens more doors for you at Everton. You certainly deserve it. Much love from Germany.
It's like Shy, top man.
To be fair,
as usual.
we do deserve it.
Even Billy says. And when Billy says it, you know it's real.
Bill Cummings says, we've been linked to a Portuguese striker playing for Frankfurt. Heard anything?
What's his name?
I seen it yesterday. What's his name? He's from. They bought him off someone.
Yeah.
Porto.
I think I know.
Benfica or Porto. Or someone.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on him?
It's all right.
Yeah, he's great.
No, it's all, listen, I can't get too excited, yeah. And I don't get excited until I know whether there's anything in it. So at the moment, if we have, it'll just be preliminary stuff. So I wouldn't be getting excited at all. But Silva, I know Silva wants a more. Basically, they want Tosin out in January, and so therefore they'll be looking to replace
But again,
him
it's
with a more senior striker, won't they?
again, it's talking about having a senior striker, isn't it, or having someone that you can rely on, and not the kids. That's the way it should be. Where's the comments going on the?
I mean, this is riveting.
No, I'm looking for the comments on the.
It'll say the comments have been moved.
No, on the live on YouTube. Can't get me words out.
Let's have a little look here.
I mean, it's
Nice.
probably not riveting, but for the
Here we
people who
go.
are
You
watching,
ready? Here we
Go
go.
on.
Brian, Barry Stevens. Who said that? No, there's not enough been.
there was new ones I've just seen someone said technically.
Brian Garside said it certainly brought back memories of the trip to Wembley, Rotterdam and the Bayern Munich games. Was also at Man U, 5-0 Spurs away. QPR, etc., etc. Is it too late to fill in the questions? Yeah, because Mark's taking it down, but he said he's definitely going to do another one, Bryce, so look out for that one. Cal Malik said, technically, we are aliens.
Yeah.
And he says, the starting 11 is pointless. Well, you say that, Cal.
How is it pointless?
You say that, Cal, but 3,000 people would disagree with you.
How is it pointless?
So, no, but listen, to some people, they might find it pointless.
It's just, you know,
It's all it is another little bit of content. You
content,
either like it or you don't. That's fine.
Predicting a starting 11, what we'd like, what, you know.
But there you go. Not going to lose any sleep over it, Cal.
You don't have to watch it. That's the unique thing about this channel. Is I
That's
feel
it.
like we're giving you so much content.
Watch what you like and don't watch the rest.
You can pick
That'd
and
be
choose.
my advice to anybody.
My advice would be watch everything because it helps the
Yeah.
channel.
Even if you only watch it for 30 seconds, watch it.
No, just let it play. You don't have to watch it. Let it play.
Or just let it play.
You know,
Yeah. It is better because watch time
Watch times are more
means
important.
that, particularly for YouTube, you get the watch times means that the longer you watch it for, the video
If
then
you-
gets recommended to other
if
people
you
so
s-
it can reach places
If
that
you watch a
others don't
video,
see.
if you put a video on, right, and it's on for 30 minutes and you watch 5 minutes, YouTube takes that as you think it's rubbish, right? And therefore doesn't. So if you watch a video and go, oh, you know what, I can't be bothered with this, I've got to go and do something, just let it play and go and do what you
Yeah, but
need
what
to
if
do.
they can't let it play?
But then don't watch it then.
Well, no, because
No. What I'm
when
saying-
you come back to it, it carries on and it
What I'm
adds
saying
that
is,
on.
what I'm saying is, only watch something if you've got time. Don't start watching for a couple of minutes and go, you know what, I'm doing the lads a favour here. You've got to watch the whole thing.
The biggest thing to do if you're watching it on YouTube is like it, even if you don't like it. If you want to help, you're at the end of the day, I look at Patreon as we're all in it together. We're like a community, and you're our foot soldiers, basically.
Basically, I mean, if you're letting us down, then what does that say about the rest of the people? Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
don't forget
YouTube-
people. Don't forget people.
YouTube, like,
Don't forget.
that's it.
What's this? What's this?
COT.
Circle of Trust.
Circle of Trust.
Circle of Trust.
That's what it's about.
That's what Patreon's all about. Circle of Trust.
You're in it.
The
We're
new
in it.
patrons mightn't have got that yet, but there's a
And
Circle
listen,
of Trust in
there
it.
is a Circle of Trust. And if you are a new patron and you're watching this, we have a Discord forum. So it's a nice forum. where you can actually put your points across and
Oh my God.
people don't abuse you.
Ian Beale is now a patron.
Ian Beale's been a patron for ages.
No, look, new patron, Ian
Oh,
Beale.
okay, but I've seen Ian Beale before.
So did he go away?
Oh, mate, you know what? Ian Beale might be just a regular on a Wednesday. He comments a lot because we spoke about him a few times. And I mentioned him last week. Was he in EastEnders? Remember the Sebs?
There'll be a lot of people today who've joined up, right? And you might just have joined up for the month, right?
Of course, yeah.
Because of the Ferguson interview and because of all the other interviews. But you got to remember one thing. If you leave us, we can't afford to eat. So you got to think about it like that.
I don't think about it like that. I think about it like you're joining up.
Yeah.
So you're joining for a pint.
Yeah, for a pint.
You're getting
What are you going
lots of video. Well, you've done your Band-Aid thing now, you know, feed the world. You just be quiet for a minute.
That works though.
Right, doesn't. Because people just go, no, well, it's going off. I don't want him to eat. He doesn't need to eat. He needs to lose a few pounds or whatever. You're in with us then building something. And it also, we've got other stuff, ideas in mind, which I think you will like. And it enables us to continue to grow. And the more we grow, the more opportunities we get to give better stuff back to you. That's the way I look at it. But try it. If you don't like it, it's up to you. That's all I would say.
But it is literally for the price of a coffee.
A latte, yeah.
It literally is. It's
Is
the
it?
price of a
Yeah, I
coffee.
know.
That's how much. If you go to a coffee shop, any coffee shop now, you'll pay £3 for a pint, for one. So not even a pint of something for. So will you really miss £3 a month? So I'm just using all of the in.
Some people will.
Fair enough if you're saving up and
some
you go
won't,
take that off,
that's
take
fine.
that off, take that off. But we are here to entertain you every single day. There's videos every single day. There's live every single day except for Fridays. But you know what? If we got to a point where like there was loads of yous and you were like, we'd like a live on a Friday, then it might happen. It might not happen. I'm not promising anything because Friday's a day where I personally do a lot of editing. So it's not a day off. It's just a day where I do loads of editing. So
there's other stuff coming soon. Got other plans, and we've got the phone. When Ped sorts the phone, I mean, it's been sort of multicam out, to be fair.
yeah, I've just done multicam.
But once we sort the phone out, that's the next thing really on our list. And then this will become a phone-in.
The phone-in will be, and it'll be like, but it would be like Monday phone-in. It wouldn't be like every
it's
day.
not every day.
It'd be like a Monday phone-in so we can get all set up. Because if it's every day, then it would just get...
No, well, it just becomes boring. But a Monday, I think, is a really good one because you can talk about the game at the weekend and have points with that.
That's something we're working towards.
Well, that's the next one.
It's not as straightforward though. I know people go, when are you doing that? Honestly, it's not that straightforward because we're dealing with like you've seen with the internet today, you're dealing with factors that if you were a big company and you're like Sky or BT, it's a piece of piss. But when you're us and we're literally working off a laptop and a camera and loads of cables and the internet from the wall, that's what, you know what I mean? But,
again, that's why more patrons helps.
But we have, because don't forget when we started, this is sounding a bit needy, this isn't it?
No, let's move on from
that. But when we started, we had a camera and a microphone on top of the camera, so you could hear the buses outside, and you could hear all the white noise. Now we've got mics, we've got two cameras now,
lights,
laptops, we've got lights, we're self-sufficient. We could go off grid if we couldn't go off grid. That's ridiculous.
We're a media company, independent media company is what we are.
So
we open to do other stuff like maybe like a hang. Can you have more than one camera on Skype? Someone said you can, but I'm not sure you can.
Skype? Why would you want to Skype?
So because
for them,
yeah, for like a patron thing with us, because that's something that keeps coming back.
Difficult.
They are difficult, but they're good. I think that's an idea that we'll kick around, but I think that's a nice one.
That is all right for the persons at the other end. I don't know how entertaining that is though for the people who are watching. Because it's technical. It means that the people at the other end have to be sorted as well, and I can't talk people through. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking out loud, you know, I apologise. That's why phone is the best.
The phone in would be good.
The phone in, if we get that sorted, that's the best thing. And we do that through Discord as well. So sign up for Discord. It's all
free.
It is.
Discord's free.
I've just got to get one of these laptops and put the software in it and test it, and I just don't have time all the time because I'm like Doc Brown, literally. This is like Marty McFly. I'm like Doc Brown. I'm literally inventing the stuff all the time. And Baz comes in on a skateboard and he gets the glory of going back in time and all that. But I'm creating. I'm like the man with the clocks and everything. I'm the hero behind the scenes. Baz just turns up and gets the tap in. You know what I mean? It's the way it is. I don't mind playing that role. I don't mind. I have internal glory. Baz, as you can see, has gone for the external glory. Did you get your hair cut first and then dye it, or did you dye it while it was
You
getting...
can see how grey it is when they cut it. I don't have any hair. Look how much hair.
Why don't you I don't know how you do it, because obviously I haven't had to do it. Why don't you just get all the stuff and go now? Get onto Shank.
That's literally not what you do.
I don't know.
Get the spray.
I don't know.
I need to go and see Shank spray.
See, I feel like we've got half match day Baz, half training Baz. I feel like you've got to pick. I feel like you need to pick one.
No, I'm happy with
No,
it.
you like the salt and pepper on the side and the full
yeah.
on. All right.
Well, all that is because the hair. Look, there's like no hair there. Literally, it's
There is
just
hair there.
no. There is obviously, but I'm saying.
But I just think if you went black down the sides, I just think it would take years off you. I really do.
Maybe next week when there's a hair. There's no hair to do it. Honestly, there isn't.
There's definitely hair.
No, there's no to take it. There isn't. Honestly, we'll see.
Get it into the roots.
Next week I'll be black, full like that, down here. You know what? I got up Saturday and I'd looked like my head was just like. It looked like yours when it got out of. It was like that. All up, and I was like, no.
This costs money, mate.
No, you know, whatever. Is that it? No more questions before we finish?
I'll check before we finish. It's always wise.
Got to do the daily, haven't we?
We have got to do the daily.
See what's going on in the world.
Well, players done stuff. Gylfi missed a penalty and scored, and
international nonsense.
players qualified and that kind of thing. Let's get the last couple of questions out. Cheers, guys. Strange but good stream tonight. What's strange about it? Teddy Sass says lots of health problems come from long-term vegan diet. Hang on, am I on the wrong one? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am on the wrong one.
Don't say that was last week.
Hang on, I was like, what? I thought, yeah, it is a strange one, that.
That was literally last week.
Hang on. No, I don't think there's... Hang on, I'm trying to refresh.
Idiots.
Trying to refresh. What? What's that? Oh, what a load of nonsense. I'm not being funny, right? Just hand that hotel over to Everton.
Yeah, definitely.
Thierry Henry at Montreal, Impact.
How many Arsenal ladies got yesterday? A derby.
Yeah.
Spurs.
It's good, that, isn't it? We got 20. Anyone go to the Everton ladies derby yesterday? First win at Anfield.
23
Tremendous. I mean, it's not the first, because with the under-23s won there. Daniel Amakachi. It's weird looking at your Instagram page and not seeing pictures of...
Platini, you know, he's there.
No, there's a Platini, you know. Oh, I was just expecting different kind of pictures, that's all.
A lot of cups and stuff. Yeah, you mean it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Yo-Yo with his family.
Oh, tremendous. Full trackied up.
Full trackies, all of them.
I feel like we're losing people.
Yeah,
Let's call
let's
it
go.
a day. Thank you as ever for joining us.
Be back tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow. If you haven't watched the Duncan Ferguson interview, please watch it.
Leave a comment below. Let us know what your thoughts of it.
If you love it, right, as well, put the comment on our Twitter, right? Say, go on Twitter and go, loved it. We'll retweet it. And then you'll be spreading the love and we'll be spreading you on Twitter as well. Using the power of Twitter. Get you more followers, get us more attention. Win-win. Do that as well. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure to check out all the wonderful videos that we're putting out. See you later.